Nobody does any of this shit alone. You can't do it. It's absolutely impossible. Right? You can sit here all day long and say how long you work and you put the hours in, blah, 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 whatever. It doesn't happen by yourself. And if anybody can tell you that they stood there by themselves, right, did it themselves, they're full of crap. Right? We, as military people, I can't stand this. We as military people, we talk about our shipmates and our sailors. We use the word hero a lot. Right? I would ask the people in this room, look around you. Every one of these men and women in uniform, those are the heroes. Right? My junior sailors, that's what I'm going to miss. Right? It's for that reason I wanted to be a chief. Right? It's for them. I remember coming as a little blue shirt, seaman apprentice, know nothing, you know, scrubbing decks, being frustrated about why this, why that. Shut your face, get to work, doesn't matter. Like at one time, you didn't exist. That's just not the way to do business. You know, there's a very wise man who once told his enemy, a man by the name of Thulsa Doom, right, told Conan, what good is a sword except for the hand that swings it? All the technology, all the ships, the subs, the planes, the crap that's out there, doesn't mean a damn thing. But these sailors got their butts in the seats, right? And I don't mean to exclude my Marine Corps brothers, right? You guys are absolutely amazing. You want to see the definition of tough, you want to see the definition of kick ass and take names, United States Marine Corps, ladies and gentlemen. They go there, they do it better than anybody else. And the Navy is only half of the world's most dominant ass-kicking force on the planet. And if my math serves me correctly, for 239 years, the United States Navy Marine Corps team has been stopping the shit out of you fucktard who wants to come along and mess with us. And I'm glad to be a part, whatever that little insignificant part is, I'm proud to be part of that. I will certainly miss
Dust.
I'm going to miss those days. We bitch about the long hours, the ravioli and rice mid-rats, you know, standing in a shower and all of a sudden you get your pee-pee burned out because it goes from cold to hot. All that crazy stuff that we complain about. For some reason, when you sit at home and you got a beer in your hand, it doesn't matter. It absolutely doesn't. All that is just shit. It doesn't matter. Right? It's the long hours when you come out from a 27, 28, 36-hour shift, standing watches, getting out of combat, go on to GQ, then go do a gun shoot, then go do a boarding, you know. And for some reason, somehow, you find the energy to sit down on the mess decks with some of your closest shipmates and drink coffee for the next 4 hours and solve the whole ozone layer, fix a cure for cancer, watch some cartoons, or just talk random stuff. Lately, it's you know, it's video games. I'm cool with that. Comic books, whatever. But we do it, and those are the days that you remember. All the times when things are tough, I used to tell my guys on the Berry, we rode hard and put away wet quite a few nights, and I used to tell them all the time, it's like, you know, they'd be getting run down. You tell them, look, man, these aren't the days that you remember. These aren't the days you talk about. The days you remember is when we're sitting at home, and we were getting hammered at the Chiefs Club in Faslane, Scotland, singing Whiskey a Dro, doing karaoke, standing on a table, right? Or the fire extinguisher fights in the hallways of the hotels, or throwing light bulbs at each other to see who could hit each other harder. Dumb stuff that squids do. And don't all stand there and look at me like you know what I'm talking about. And I almost, you know what, if YouTube was around in 91, most of y'all would see me a lot more naked than my parents did when I got spat on the planet. I'm just telling you. But that's what we do. You know, that's what we do. We go to war. We defend those that don't defend themselves. Right? We do what we do because we love it. A lot of us, like myself, joined to get a hometown USA, to get some college benefits, to make a better life for myself. You know what? This was it. This was it. If I tell you right now, most of you, I look you all right in the eye and tell you, if I didn't join the military, if I didn't pull my dumb ass out of trouble, I would probably either be dead or I'd be in jail. Right? So please take your time seriously. Enjoy what you do. Look at the person sitting next to you. He may piss you off now, right? You may not ever want to talk to them again. You wouldn't cross the street to pee on them if they were on fire. But believe it or not, I've been underway, we've been underway when the ship caught fire. And that guy that you can't stand, we were down in number 3 muffler room, putting on FFVs, fighting a main space fire, not knowing if you're going to get to cash your SGLI check or not. That puts a whole different spin on stuff. Okay? When I got to SEER the first time, I was a young, dumb, full of male DNA sailor, and you guys know how it goes. And I thought, you know, it was all about, kind of like Vince said, man, it was all about alpha male, run around with a loincloth, eat bugs, yada, yada, yada. You have no idea, I didn't have any idea, the people that have come before you so that we can do this job. I worked at the Admiral Stockdale building, and I spent many hours talking to the man. Doug Hegdahl worked in our building. He was up there every class. Most of you guys know who that is. And the stories that they would tell us about the human atrocities that they went through and they lived. And they would sit there on Christmas while they're being bombed and tortured and just tap Merry Christmas. And that was the only thing that got them through the next minute, 10 minutes, hour, day, years, until they were recovered and sent home. I got a POW on my tattoo, not just to represent them, but no matter how bad shit gets, there's always a way to survive. There's always a way to get out. The human spirit will overcome everything if you trust in it. Never quit, keep focused, work hard, and you will be and do anything you want to do. I wish I had some super great meaning of life for you, but I don't. I got some stupid genital jokes and some good drinking stories. I'll tell you those later. As I progress towards my transition to the dark side and become a silly villain, the market out there, if I give you one piece of advice, don't be like me. I will be the example of what not to do. Don't wait around for your degree. All right, don't. The Navy's giving it to you. The military's giving it to you. I will tell you right now, I've been turned down for 3 extremely good jobs because I didn't have a piece of paper. All right? And it's frustrating because you think you do a job for 20-something years, and you have all this stuff. Hell, I've boarded Somali pirate boats, but I can't get a job as a security guard because I haven't agreed. Right? It's frustrating. Please, take your time. Use it. Enjoy it. Enjoy your time. Get what you need to get out of it. Set yourselves up for success. And above all else, just love your life, man. Because you only got one. And I am honored and blessed to have done it. Mike Yeager and Bill Howard were my sponsors when I was chief. And I vowed to them that I wouldn't wear anything other than a combination cover, and I would never give up these anchors. That's what I wanted to be. And short of my wife and my kids, I will never achieve anything in my life better than being a chief petty officer. And I thank you for that. Amy, Caleb, Patty, Mom, Dad. That's good. Everybody, I thank you for the opportunity. And there's many times I know people could have just turned your back and walked away and said, dude, you're a mess. I ain't doing it. But you hung in there. And I'm still here. So I guess I'll, in saying, I want to say, wee-woo, wee-woo. God bless. And thank you.
Ladies and honor that we present the flag folding and passing of the flag ceremony. Reading the ceremony passages is Senior Chief Sonar Technician Brian Matthew.
Okay, before we start, you know I was going to say something about Kevin. I've known Kevin since 1992. We served on our first ship together, and we've been best friends ever since. I have three true friends in my life. He's one of them, okay? I'm 44 years old, 3 true friends, and that's one of them for the last, 22 years. I could tell you a million stories. I could tell you a million stories about Kevin. I'm not going to tell the modern art story up here. Has anybody heard the modern art story? Anybody? No? No, I know you've heard it, Amy. Let's just say it was Mardi Gras time in 2002 in San Diego, and we went down to the Gaslamp District, and we were done for the night. We were heading back home, and there's a big piece of modern art right by the trolley station, and let's just say me and Kevin climbed to the top and got a lot of beads. So I'll leave it at that. But I want to say I'm honored, brother, for you to ask me to be part of your ceremony. We never let each other get far apart. You know, there'd be times we were both in a lot of dark places over the last 22 years, but you let it drift just a little bit, and then we pull each other back in. It's just the way it is. And that's the way it's going to be for the rest of our lives. I'll be, 90 years old, sitting on your porch, and, you'll be coming over and